Hey everyone, I'm Mario from SUMMERGIRLFITNESS.com. Welcome to Clean Eating 101. So this has been a highly requested video, and today we're going to talk about what is clean eating, why is it important, and what are the steps you have to take to get started with eating clean. So first off, what is clean eating? It's pretty simple. The basic premise of clean eating is eating foods that are exactly what they say they are. For instance, a banana is just a banana. Kale is just kale. Chicken is just chicken. Almonds are just almonds. So clean foods are foods that are just one ingredient. They are what they are. They're not processed with a bunch of extra stuff added in together. For instance, like if you get a hamburger from McDonald's, it's been made with all kinds of different ingredients. It is no longer like a pure clean food the way a breast of chicken and some kale are just two ingredients and they are a whole food. So that's the premise behind eating clean. And so clean foods that are just one ingredient like fruits, vegetables, lean meats, bananas, things like that, you want those to be the primary types of foods that you eat. So personally, I like to follow this sort of 80-20 rule where I try for 80% of my foods to be clean, but then I also still want to enjoy a treat now and then. So I allow for that 20% to still enjoy the foods that I love. So eating clean can just be about what you want to focus on for the majority of the foods that you eat. Now, if you do love, for instance, bread, and bread is multiple things mixed together. Obviously, bread is not like a strawberry that is just one thing. So this is my favorite type of bread. And when you're looking at packaged foods, what you want to make sure is on the ingredient list, two things. Number one, when you read through the list of ingredients, you want to make sure that you know what all of those things are. That every ingredient on that list is something that you recognize. Maybe it's a whole grain, maybe it's salt, something like that. Something that you recognize, and you want the list of ingredients to be short. If you see a label that has tons of ingredients, not a good idea. So this bread is a sprouted grain bread. It is actually flourless, and all the ingredients are sprouted grains. So sprouted rye, sprouted barley, sprouted corn. They're all things that you know. So this is an option of a food that would be a better option for a packaged good. So why is this important? There are so many foods out there, especially packaged foods, that are full of artificial ingredients, that are full of hidden sugars, and are not really giving you a lot of nutrients. And when you eat whole foods, foods that come basically in their original form, they have all of the nutrients that we want. So that's why you want to make sure your diet is consisting of at least 80% of these clean whole foods, like corn, cucumbers, fruits, vegetables, all those kinds of things, and then allow for that 20% to be treats, and then healthy packaged foods as well. So I'm going to go through some steps that you can take to start with this clean eating journey. So number one is go through your pantry. We just talked about labels, right? So what you want to do is go through and get rid of the stuff that doesn't meet those two criteria. A big place that often happens is with salad dressings. So I love for salad dressings just to use regular vinegar and olive oil. Again, both of these just one ingredient, but you can just drizzle some olive oil and some vinegar on your salad, add some herbs. You can also squeeze some lemon, and it makes a great dressing. So a big culprit for a lot of things that are not clean are going to be in that condiment section. So definitely look through that. Also, of course, your cupboards and any packaged foods. And again, go through those two criteria. Make sure you know everything on that list, and you want the list to be short. So when you're thinking about clean eating, you got to look at your condiments. And the second thing is to really look at your snack food. And I know that we all sometimes need something quick for on the go, and I totally get that. And so I'm going to show you a few of the better options that I've found. So some of the bars that I love are, for instance, the Lara bars. And if you look at the ingredients on here, it's just dates, peanuts, semi-sweet chocolate chips that are all organic, and sea salt. That's it. And so this is an example of a bar that is really clean and healthy because short list of ingredients, and you know what all of them are. Some other ones I love are the RX bars, and these are just dates, peanuts, egg whites, natural peanut flavor, and sea salt. And they actually have a ton of protein because of the egg whites. So those are some examples of bars that you can do for snacks that you can grab on the go, but are really healthy. Obviously, trail mix is a great example. One thing that I love for snacks are making protein smoothies. And the protein powder that I really love is the Tone It Up protein, and you can get this at Target actually. Same things, the ingredients, when you read through, they're very short list and they're all organic, and it is a plant-based protein. Protein powder is another place where there tends to be a lot of artificial ingredients, a lot of added sugars. This protein powder is great. And I love to make it with frozen fruit and frozen cauliflower. And frozen cauliflower is kind of my little secret. You think it sounds so weird, but if you use frozen cauliflower in your smoothie, it makes it really creamy, and you get all the added benefits of the vitamin C that cauliflower has. So I mix in some frozen cauliflower, maybe some banana, some of the frozen berries. Perfect smoothie, really easy and quick for a snack on the go. Obviously, you want to make sure you're getting tons of fruits. I've got a pineapple here. I love pineapple. We've got some berries. Blueberries are amazing. Strawberries, grapefruits. I have some 2 different types of mangoes here. There's so many amazing fruits out there. And one amazing thing about eating clean is you can get excited about the foods that are out there that maybe you haven't tried yet. So these are 2 different types of mangoes. I've got some arugula. Carrots are great for snacks, the little baby carrots. You can eat these with hummus. You can actually make your own hummus, guacamole, so good. Also, I've got some kale here. Kale is great for salads. You could do a big salad at lunch. You can add some nuts to it, some lean protein, just some basic chicken, and then your dressing for a lunch option. Also got corn here, which is a really great starch, but corn is great to have with lunch or with dinner. And of course, again, all whole and healthy. Some other things I'd really love to do is make overnight oats. So you can just buy some oats. I've got tons of overnight oat recipes on my blog, and you can mix it just with almond milk, with berries, with peanut butter, whatever you love, and make some overnight oats for breakfast. So there are so many options, and I know that when you think about eating clean, at first it probably sounds like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be eating broccoli and chicken and that's it, but it's not true at all. It's really just about reading labels and making sure that you know what's in your food, and then trying to live by that 80-20 of making sure that 80% of the foods that you eat are those whole foods that are exactly what they say they are, and then allowing for that 20% for a treat here and there to keep a nice and balanced lifestyle. When I do want a treat, one of the things I found that I really love, and I was talking about these on my Instagram story the other day, but these are called Larabar Bites. And you find them where you find the protein bars at the grocery, but they are little balls and they taste like brownies, but they're made out of dates, almonds, semi-sweet chocolate chips, coconut flour. So everything is really good ingredients, and these are actually really, really tasty. So if you have a little bit of a sweet tooth, I recommend this, or just some small squares of dark chocolate that you can get that are, check the ingredients, make sure that they're not made with a lot of preservatives, but you can get some really good organic dark chocolate for a little bit of a sweet tooth. Some other things I enjoy are superfoods like chia seeds, which are amazing. They have so many good calcium, omega-3s, fibers. You can put these in smoothies, put them on your salads. So good. I also love cacao nibs. When I make a chocolate protein smoothie, I like to put these cacao nibs on top. These are really good. When it comes to drinks, I really obviously try to stay away from anything that has added sugars in it unless it's rosé on a cheat day, which of course is totally fine. But normally I love to drink La Croix or LaCroix, I don't even know how to say it, the sparkling water. Love that, comes in so many flavors, it's so great. I also love teas. At night, I like this bedtime tea by Yogi. This is really good. In the morning, if you need a little bit of caffeine, you could do a black tea like Darjeeling, or coffee. Of course, I do drink coffee. But obviously staying away from sodas or sweetened drinks, it's just added sugar and tons of calories that you don't need. Overall, I would just say that if you're starting with clean eating, number one, go through your cupboards, get rid of stuff Check the labels on the foods that you eat. Maybe find some healthier alternatives for your snacks, your protein powder, and your treats. And then really focus in on planning. So thinking about your lifestyle. If you're busy, how can you make things ahead of time to really make sure that you stay on track? Do you have to meal prep, maybe pack some salads ahead of time? I have tons of healthy recipes on my blog that give you ideas for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks that can really kind of help you along on this process in picking healthy foods and really eating clean, which is really just about eating the most nutrient-dense foods that we have. So I hope that this video helped you. If you need some extra, advice or tips, I do offer online weight loss and wellness coaching. So it's available worldwide, and basically I work one-on-one with you to go through this process and figure out how it can work for you and your lifestyle. And so we problem solve together, figure out what are the biggest challenges you face and how can I help you come up with solutions to really integrate this clean eating into your life. One last thing I want to say, of course, again, that 80-20 rule. I'm not about restricting anything or getting rid of any food groups. I think life is meant to be enjoyed. We need to have ice cream every now and then. I need to have a sprinkles cupcake every now and then. Those are so good. So, enjoy a treat when you want a treat and don't feel guilty about it. And if you're eating clean 80% of the time, then you're doing amazing. So this is just a great way to try to think a little bit more about what you're eating. Try to add in a lot more of these wholesome, nutrient-dense foods, and then just enjoy how colorful and amazing food can really be. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I'm Marielle from SUMMERGIRLFITNESS.com. Find me on social media. My Instagram is SUMMERGIRLFITNESS, and I post a lot on my Instagram stories every day about the meals I'm making and what I'm eating to give you guys some advice. I'm also on Facebook and Twitter. Connect with me there. Leave me a comment below if you enjoyed this video and tell me what your biggest challenge is with eating clean and kind of what some of your goals are, and we can start the conversation. So I hope y'all have a beautiful rest of your week. I'll see you next time.